God and the religious mind. Our concern isn't to tell you that God exists or doesn't exist. You must decide to either believe in the evolutionary theory of scientists or your religious authority. Some people indeed describe God as being pure consciousness or synonymous with the laws of nature. Others describe God as a being in the sky. What is important is to cultivate a mind that learns to question and find out for oneself. God may or may not be a myth, but billions believe in God. Why is this? Is it out of past conditioning? Do we not question or inquire about our beliefs out of fear? And who is responsible for this? Our elders? Or is it society that conditions us to believe without questioning? What we are doing out of fear, our so-called belief, must be questioned. A truly religious mind is free of fear, blind faith, and contradiction. All religion is followed by tradition, whether it is a religion that is 2,000 years old or 200. The list of must-dos in any religion should be questioned by itself. A mind should be investigative and scientific in its approach, and not be bound by anything or compelled. Supreme intelligence means living with no illusions. Is the individual who is seeking God religious? How can one seek God if one does not know Him? And if you know the God you desire, what you know is only what you have been told, or what you have read, or else it is based on your personal experience, which again is shaped by tradition and your desire to find security in another world. Are you serious if you follow a projection of your mind, even when that projection is called God? Surely one must understand the myth-making mechanism of the mind before there can be the experiencing of that which is beyond the measure of the mind. There must be freedom from the known for the unknown to be. That means not getting caught up in atheism either, the belief in non-belief. Atheism becomes another belief system and identity that prevents the truth from being uncovered. The unknown is not to be pursued or sought after. One may see the foolishness of pursuing the material world, or be frustrated in the effort to achieve status in it, or be put off by the pain and strife which such achievement involves. And so one's mind turns to otherworldliness, to the pursuit of joy or bliss, which is called God. In the very process of self-denial is its gratification. After all, you are seeking some form of permanency, aren't you? Aren't we all? Isn't this human nature? Through experience, you hope to touch the truth of your belief, to prove it to yourself. But this belief conditions your experience. It isn't that the experience comes to confirm the belief, but rather that the belief begets the experience. Your faith in God will give you the experience of what you call God. You will always experience what you believe and nothing else. Does this invalidate your experience? The Christian will see virgins, angels, and Christ, and the Hindu will see similar deities in extravagant plurality. Muslims, Buddhists, and the Jews are the same. Belief conditions its own supposed proof. What is essential is not what you believe, but only why you believe it at all. Why do you believe? And what difference does it make to what actually is? Whether you believe one thing or another. Facts are not influenced by belief or disbelief. So one has to ask why one believes at all in anything. What is the basis of belief? Is it fear? Is it the uncertainty of life? The fear of the unknown? The lack of security in this ever-changing world? Is it the insecurity of our relationships? Or is it the immensity of life and not understanding it? So, if you had no fear at all, would you have the same belief system? It is hard to think clearly if you're committed to a particular organization or belief. One must live a life of supreme intelligence to be free of illusions and become mature. Only then can you come out of this terrible chaos. The world is so fragmented and getting worse. Most people are so concerned about themselves and their problems, or lost in some ideological battle. Not that our issues aren't important, but we must consider the whole of humanity, not just our little shrine or belief. All humanity goes through this terrible struggle of existence. It is the common factor of all human beings. We urge people to inquire about religion without direction and motivation towards an outcome. Having a motive has already set your course and hindered your ability to become objective and find the truth. One way you can do this is through meditation, because meditation separates your thoughts from your conditioning. By sitting and emptying the mind of all judgment and allowing oneself to be open to any truths, one can see things as they truly are. You don't need to overthink it. It's just about observing without any preconceived notions of the thing one observes. Life itself is God, and every action is manifested itself with God.